Welcome to the Glenn Beck program. I've been away for a week. Miss me? The economy is not really looking any better. I wish it was. But I want to point out a couple of things here that you need to know. The IMF is selling gold like crazy, and it's the smart money. I can't believe I'm saying the smart money is in Bangladesh, but it is. Bangladesh just bought 10 metric tons. The reason? The central banks want to get away from what they're calling the unstable dollar. So they're turning to gold. Now, why? Why would anyone think the American dollar wouldn't be the gold standard anymore? Well, apparently a lot of people don't think that. Treasuries dropped for the fourth day in a row. Poverty rate here in America jumped a record amount in just the last year. 1 in 7 Americans are now considered poor. It is the largest single jump since tracking began back in 1959. And lastly, our debt. Our debt is the real problem. It's been coming for a very long time. I have told you about our debt being over $130 trillion with the unfunded liabilities, but that apparently is crazy because the real number is much, much lower, according to Forbes magazine. I saw this in, what is it, in the National Review online. They were looking at the national debt, and they said, let's take a look at this. Kevin Williamson wrote this. He said, let's just say that Forbes was right, and it's only $70 trillion. When that article was written, all of the money in the world couldn't pay off that debt, literally. The entire world's money supply, which includes global M3, that means everything. That means consumer cash, consumer bank accounts, checking accounts, CDs, long-term deposits, traveler's checks, money market funds, everything, globally, $60 trillion. So the optimistic view that our federal debt is $10 trillion higher than the entire annual economic input of human civilization is really not that optimistic, is it? Glad I'm back yet? Here's the good news. I have good news for you. I have clarity and a little bit of perspective and a few rants I got to get off my chest. Tonight, I'm going to show you how we get out of this mess. Come on, let's go. Okay. Hello, America. Welcome to the program. I want to talk to you about a couple of things. The economy, the media. The media I like as much as Woodrow Wilson. The Koran burning, and then the Beck Palin thing using 9/11. I want to make it really clear. I've come to a point this weekend where I don't really even care anymore about what anybody says, what the press says, or anything else. It's time to move on. They're in a rearview mirror. And it's really becoming, almost sad. It really is. I want to start with the Koran burning. I'm on vacation. I'm in this little town, Driggs, Idaho, Huntsman Springs. And I'm sitting there, and I'm actually going out to fish with my 5-year-old son and a friend of mine. And I hear a call from the house. Honey, the Pakistani ambassador wants you to denounce the Koran burnings. I'm like, what? Hello? Well, my response was, tell him I already did 2 days ago, and I'm going fishing now. It was bizarre. This is one of the only things I commented on theblaze.com was the Koran burning. What an idiot. What an idiot. There are things you can do in America, but there are things you shouldn't do in America. Well, as it turns out, the idiot down in Florida didn't do it. So, why? Well, because I think in the end, people are good, and people just need an excuse to be good. They just need to be shown how to do good and give them the excuse to do good. I don't know about if that guy's any good. I don't know anything about him, quite honestly, other than that was a stupid move. But who is using that story for political gain, for power, and for money? How many stories did the media do on the Koran burning? Probably the same number of stories that they ran on the hatred of 828, except that happened over months, that they said, oh, Glenn Beck's going to desecrate the Lincoln Memorial. Glenn Beck's going to stir up hate. There's going to be violence. You know, he's going to desecrate the memory of MLK. Did anybody notice that none of that happened? Did anybody notice that none of the stuff from the Koran burning thing happened? You know what, I think we should just notice here that the media is getting things wrong a lot. I mean, not like kind of wrong, but really wrong all the time. And I think it's because they're now engaging in future news. You know what I mean? It's future news. Here's what's going to happen tomorrow, America. Why don't you tell me what just happened? Why don't you get that one right? And then maybe you can tell us what's going to happen. See, I'm not a journalist. I'm a commentator. I'm telling you my opinion. And it seems to me that that's what the media is doing now, telling everybody their opinion. All right. So the Koran thing didn't happen. The 828 thing, no, it didn't turn into race riots. It's weird, isn't it? And then the latest was this weekend. I was up in Alaska, which I don't know if I mean, intellectually you can understand this, but until you've actually flown there, you have no idea how far away Alaska is. Long way. I'm up in Alaska, and I'd been hired by a company to give a speech. And Sarah Palin calls, and she says, hey, I'm going to be in town. Do you mind if I introduce you? And I'm like, no, that'd be great. She did it because she's a friend. She went and she introduced. She didn't ask for any fee or anything else. I apologized to her because this thing turned into a nightmare. It's me doing my job. I go and I give a speech, and people pay me for I know, it's crazy. People pay me to speak, and then people pay to come and hear me speak. That's great. It's nuts, isn't it? So first, when this was announced, I think a couple of days before I went on vacation, the media started in that Palin and Beck are going to announce that we're running. Yes, that's... Oh, be afraid, America. Me in the Oval Office. Things are going to change. No, we're not running. No. But the media had to run with that. They had all kinds of things that they were saying. Then it was the hate tour. And then they finally found into something. They ran into, oh my goodness, it's 9/11. It's 9/11. Glenn Beck can't speak on 9/11, just like I couldn't speak on 8/28. Could I get just a list from the media on exactly what dates I can work? Because I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Is Cadbury exploiting Jesus Christ by selling chocolate on Easter? What are we doing? Now we're exploiting 9/11. Look, I'm not exploiting 9/11. Sarah Palin wasn't exploiting 9/11. It's 9/11. May I ask the newspapers, did they return? I was going to ask them if they returned all the profits that they made on the newspapers that they sold on 9/11. But then again, it's a newspaper or the magazine or the mainstream media, and there are no profits anymore because you suck. Exploiting 9/11. Okay. I want to set a few things straight here, and then we're going to move on. This isn't, don't flatter yourself, media, that I'm speaking to you. I'm speaking to the American people here, because this really hacked me off. We have to set things right in this country. We have to continue as a country. Isn't that our goal? Continue as a country. And there's a lot of us that don't think we will very much longer. Did you see the national debt? We have to ring the bell, but we have to ring it equally on all issues. No matter who's in office, we have to ring the bell. But it is important to meet on the battlefield of ideas and engage with each other. Actually have a dialogue, not between one personality and another, but American citizens having a dialogue. You wait until I show you what's happening later on the program. Look, I don't have a side. My side is the idea of what was called the American experiment. It was an experiment. Now, are we going to move past it and say, yep, it failed? Or are we going to take the things that we learn, take the best of those ideas, and continue to go forward for our next great leap for our children and our grandchildren? Well, the ideas that built America are being lost and perverted. One of them is the free market system. Do I make money? Yes, I do. Am I ashamed of it? No, I'm not. Are you ashamed of it? I think the media and the celebrities, I think they are ashamed of the money, and they can give up all the money they want. But I'm not ashamed of it. And you shouldn't either. I'm going to have a conversation with you here for about 3 minutes on this, and I'm not saying this for any other reason other than to make sure that you understand what you're up against. There is an effort in this country to dismantle the free market system. Well, I believe in the free market system, and I think you do too. You give a man a chance to better himself and his children, and he will push himself. He will work day and night. He will have sleepless nights. He will do everything he can. Especially if he has an idea and something in his heart that he believes in, he will work tirelessly because he believes in it, and it will do great things for him and his family and his community. Why did people come here? Did they come on boats because, oh, it's just like every place else? No. They came here for opportunity. It's the land of opportunity, not guarantees, opportunity to keep the bread earned through the sweat of your brow. What was the civil rights movement about? The dream was about giving everybody a chance. A chance. Give me a shot, man. Don't judge me on the color of my skin, but on the content of my character. Give me a chance. Everywhere else, you needed to be in a guild. You needed to be in a special union. You had to be a part of special interests. You had to know somebody. Not here. Do not be shamed into thinking that the American idea is bad, that you can better yourself. It transformed the world in under 100 years. And here's the basic concept behind it. Time is money. Why is it money? Because money, we attach value. Your time is of value. So is mine. What was I think it was on the first show. What was one of the promises I made to you? I told you that this show would be different because I would never waste your time. We have tried really hard not to do that. One time I know we violated it. You remember the slumber party guy? You remember the, well, I was in a tickle fest. Yeah, that clown. Okay. What did I say after that show? Do you have the tape? What did I say on that show? This is what I said. Watch.
America, I'm going to shoot straight with you. I think I've wasted your time. I think this is the first time I have wasted an hour of your time, and I apologize for that.
Okay, why would I do that? I heard from so many people, I've never seen anybody do that on TV. Why? Why? It was shocked me that people would say, wait, I can't believe you said that. I respect you. I respect the value of an hour. You can choose to do a lot of things in an hour. So can I. I choose to do it with my time, what I want to do. Well, I'm on vacation, and at first I hear, the Pakistani ambassador. How does the Pakistani ambassador even, how does he even know who I am? Then I hear that my PR firm, because I ain't answering the phone, because I'm fly fishing. My PR firm releases information that said Glenn Beck's going to donate his money for this speech. I was smoked that they said that. Not because it's true, it's absolutely true, but it's none of their business. And the more I thought of it, the more it made me angry because of what you might think. I wanted to have this chat with you today. And I want to tell you, I am not ashamed of the free market system. I am not ashamed that I was poor and now I am not. I was poor, I was rich, I screwed my life up, I was poor again, and I built it from scratch. The reason why I tell you that is not to boast, but to convince you that you too can do it. See, this is the game we're playing now. You can't do that. Oh, the system's set up against you. Bull crap. You can do it.